Grade 7, Chapter 3, Part 3, Angle Bisectors. So an angle bisector is the line that divides an angle into two equal parts. Before we were talking about perpendicular bisectors, as opposed to, so a bisector is just a line that cuts into two. If it's a perpendicular bisector, it's going to be as a perpendicular line, which is the 90 degrees. For an angle bisector, it does not need to be at 90 degrees. It can be at, sorry, let's draw a line the other way. It can be a line here, and it can bisect the line into two equal parts as long as it's in the middle. Therefore, the equal angles will be marked with the same symbol. So it will be here and here. So yeah, let's get into the lesson. So, two things you need to know. Acute angles. Acute angles are angles that are less than 90 degrees. It's called an acute angle. So anything that looks like this is an acute angle. So an obtuse angle is an angle that is bigger than 90 degrees. So this would be an obtuse angle. If it's over 180 degrees, it's not called an acute or an obtuse angle. We'll get into that. Probably not in grade 7. Anyways. So your method for finding an acute angle. So if there's 110 is the degree, and you need to find the angle bisector, which needs to be right in the middle here. It needs to be right in the middle. So 110, the middle of 110 is 55. That's what we're going to divide it by. So 55 degrees divided by 2 is 55 degrees. So we're going to use a protractor to mark 55 degrees as point 0, and then we put a ruler on and we draw a line right through. So as you can see, this is starting to look like an arrow. So that's kind of what it should look like. So we know that this line goes right through the middle and is the same. This is 55 degrees and this is 55 degrees as well, right here. So those are both equal. If we're going to use 68 degrees, we know that 68 degrees is, let's put this right here, and we'll draw the line right through there. There's the line. 68 degrees comes through here. Sorry, I'm again not using a ruler because it's very tough on a smartboard. So 68 degrees divided by 2 equals 34. So the line will be at 34. So 34 degrees will be right here. So that's 34 degrees right there. And then we connect this line right through the middle. And that right there is your angle bisector. So it's a pretty straightforward. Angle bisectors divide an angle into two equal parts. And again, if you go back, you can label this the same kind of thing. You can label it A, you can label it 1 dash, you can label it, there's a whole bunch of different ways to label it, but as long as they're labeled the same, you can label them. That tells us that those angles are the same right here. So your homework for this section is page 98, numbers 6, 8, 10, and 11. Thanks.